Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Breaking Tables. I am your host, Brian Van Slyke. And yes, I did not hit the mute button. So
it's the mafia, you know I'm rocking with the Bills. It's the mafia, you know I'm rocking with the Bills. It's the mafia, I'm with the Buffalo Bills. It's the mafia, you know I'm rocking with the Bills. Hey, who you reppin'? What's your team? Who you reppin'? What's your team? You know I'm reppin' for my team. I got that talent on my team. Micah Hyde,
yeah, baby. Welcome to Breaking Tables. We got a show tonight, and we got Neil. What's up, buddy? That's how you do a muted microphone. You're getting better at that. You're getting you. You're getting better at that. You.
What's up, Brian? How you doing, buddy? We got Beasley, we got Diggs. McKenzie make you miss. Dawson Knox with the stiff arm shooter.
Guys, today we got a very special show. We've got the Bills, the boys over the Bills Backers KC podcast on. We're going to be talking about a lot of things, continue on with the mini series, and it's going to be absolutely epic because we're going to be in Kansas City this year. We're playing them in Kansas City. So I'd like to hear about past events with these guys. You know what? Let's go ahead and get them on. Let's get them on. I'm joined here with Zach. Let me get him on. What's up, buddy?
What's going on?
Yeah, and let's not what happened with Randy, dude?
Hey, Randy just had to step out for a minute, so this is not Randy, but okay. I will be taking over for him. This is John. So
all right,
let's go.
All right, John, thanks for breaking thanks for breaking tables with us, bud. Guys, I gotta ask, okay, dress the elephant in the room right now. Okay, dress the elephant in the room. How the fuck did you end up in Kansas City? Go ahead.
All right, I'll go ahead and start with that one. So I came out here 5 years ago. I'm from Rochester, New York originally. Shout out Rochester. But I moved out here. Yeah, I moved out here 5 years ago, and it was for a teaching job. And I just have kind of stuck around. I like the area. It's actually not that bad, other than all the Chiefs fans.
How about you, Zach?
Yeah, so I was a military brat growing up, so I lived all over. Lived over in Gowanda, New York for quite a while, so was born and raised a Bills fan and ended up in Macon, Missouri, which is centralized, and went to college over in St. Joe, which is about 30 minutes from Kansas City. Met my wife at college, and we decided to go ahead and live kind of centrally located in KC, so that was how I ended up here.
Awesome. And you guys stuck with your traditions. You have an announcement, don't you, the Armchair GM?
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I just want everybody to be introduced to, this is Beasley. Beasley is the newest part of the Mafia. He's got a little bit of paper in his mouth, so we'll get that out of there so he doesn't look too messed up.
So we got two mascots now for Breaking Tables. We got Josh Allen, and we got Beasley.
Yes. No, I get it.
Just like your mother likes it, Trebek. So John, aka not Randy.
What's up?
This is so fucking weird right now. I'm like, I don't know where I'm at.
Here, I'll just go to John. That'll be less confusing for people.
Where John? Hey, boom, there we go. John, there we go. John, whereabouts Rochester you're from? Because I know Neil's from Rochester too.
Yeah, originally. Oh, Neil's not from Rochester.
Neil's not from Rochester. Just outside of Buffalo.
All right. I guess I don't know him that well then.
I'm from Brockport originally. Right, west side.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Neil will no longer be joining us for the show.
You kicked Neil out? Oh man.
Forgot he's an admin too. Guys, okay, being in Kansas City, we played there about 4 years ago. Can you walk us through what was the scene at the bar? You guys were there at the game. I don't know if you guys been to that game or how'd you guys find the Backers locations out there? And can you give us, before we talk about, the week that we're going to be playing, I think week 5 is it? Yeah, October 10th. Let's bring us back. Let's go back in time. Let's do a Michael J. Fox, Back to the Future, and find out what it was to be a fly on that wall back at the last time the Bills were in town. Just start with John.
All right. I was doing the Wayne's World. So
yes. Oh, wait, can we cut? Let's start this takeover again. I got.
So when I first moved out here, that was the first thing I wanted to do was find a Bills backers bar. So I went on the Bills website and looked for the official Bills backers bars, and there were 2 of them listed at the time. There's the Fox and Hound, which is down in Overland Park, Kansas, which is southern. It's actually in Kansas. And then the other one is in Parkville, Missouri, and that's Al's Bar and Grill. And I was drawn to Al's because it's kind of like this old school Buffalo bar. Like it feels like you're on Chippewa. You walk in there, there's Bill's fat head on the wall. There's all sorts of Bill's like memorabilia.
Nice.
So that's what drew me in. And then Zach, I don't know your exact story because I've heard you tell it once.
Yeah, so I was just on the Bills Mafia Facebook page, and I had commented something, oh, we're out here in Kansas City, and had a picture of somebody with the Bills logo on their car, and the dude was like, hey, have you been to Al's in Parkville? And I'm like, what the hell is that? Told me what it was, drove up there, and I joked to everybody I bought my house in Platte City because it was only 10 minutes from Parkville, so I could go to the Al's every Sunday and watch Bills football. So
nice. That's called fucking dedication, man. Holy shit. It's like, I'm going to pick not the school zone. It's not the governing laws, HOA. No, it's got to be close to L's. That's
distance to L's.
I would be divorced if I said that to my wife and just be like, all right, listen, there's a local pub that we go to. Let's go look for a house that's kind of near there. And it's surrounded by like 3 golf courses. So it's the most ideal spot. She'll probably be like, all right, it's time for us to break up. But moving on to the games last year when we were in town. Did you guys go to that game?
Yeah, I did. I don't think Zach, did you?
I didn't go to that game. I had just had a son born, so I didn't get to make it out.
Nice, dude. Nice. That's a reasonable excuse. Okay, we'll allow it. Judges, wait a minute.
Ding, ding, ding.
That was a waste of a joke, but all right. We'll allow it.
So I was there. So I can tell you about Lot X if that's what you're wondering.
Tailgates, Lot X. Yeah. Okay, that's what everybody wants to know. There's going to be Mafia travels deep. Bills Mafia is everywhere. Hell, we just had Bills backer Italy on yesterday morning. And they're like, how'd you become a Bills fan? They're not even from Buffalo. They're all Italians. Just they love American football and they love the Buffalo Bills. It's epic, absolutely epic. Dedication. But the tailgates back, right now is 2021. Was it 2017? That's the last time we played, right?
Yep.
How was that tailgate? Can you walk us through Lot X? Dun dun dun.
So you're talking
fatality.
Well, did you guys have tailgating for the championship game?
We did, yeah.
You did. Oh wow, you did.
There's no laws out here. Yeah.
Nice.
You were supposed to wear a mask, but it wasn't enforced because we were outside. There was tailgating. It was fun. It was not the same as it would be in a non-COVID off season, but it was pretty great. Is that the Bears? Chris Richter out here.
Chris Richter. I gotta like ban him. He's my boss. He's my boss. He's a good guy. Man. Bears fan. He's gonna wear the Trubisky jersey though. He's gonna go. We gotta go I'll do a live show from a bar, and all you gotta do is wear a Bills jersey with me. You hop on. He's like, it's got to be Trubisky then. I go, okay.
Do you guys see the video of the picture on Twitter of the guy who bought a Trubisky 10 jersey, like custom made from the Bills? And then Trubisky changed his number.
No!
So he's like, he responds to Trubisky. And he's like, no. And it's obviously it looked like a Chinese knockoff jersey. So hopefully he didn't spend too much money on it. Who buys a Trubisky Bills jersey?
I messed with a coworker of mine who's a Bears fan, and I sent him this little picture I saw, and it said, the Buffalo Bills trade Mitch Trubisky for a first-round pick to the Chicago Bears. I was like,
oh, my God, dude. That was crazy offseason, but in Bean we trust the process. keep saying that, rehashing that. It's gonna be interesting. So tailgate was awesome. I don't think like the full like breaking the tables was a thing.
No.
I want to say 4 years ago it wasn't really full out of control like it was like 2017 Jacksonville. I guess it was. 2017.
2017 they broke tables at our tailgate. I remember that.
Oh, love it, dude. I love it. I mean, I'm a old over out of shape man, and I can only do it once in a while, and it's like that next morning. It's not from drinking all day, it's from actually trying to break a table. So I probably shouldn't do that. Time to grow up, huh, Zach? Right? Am I right or am I right?
My wife will yell at me.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to do it anymore now that I'm a dad. So
yeah, I hear you.
I think if anything, that's more reason to do it.
Neil, I know your wife will allow you to do what is it, funnels and all that and keg stands. Will she allow you to break a table?
I've never actually asked that question, but I'm also like, I don't. Maybe. Okay, maybe this year we'll figure that answer out.
Where's my pen? Hey Neil, remind me to remind you to do that so we can get that answer. Okay. Thank you. That'd be great. Great
because
content.
We are going to need you to break. We're going to need you to break a table, Neil. You're a co-host on a podcast called Breaking Tables.
If
you haven't broken a table.
The amount of beers we drink at the tailgate, that's a very solid possibility that could happen.
All right. Well, my only rule for breaking the table is I'll do it, but I'm not going to do it from an elevation. I got to do it from the ground.
Oh, I know.
Because I see those guys jumping off buses, and all I see is broken tailbones.
Mm-hmm. So what game was it? It was Bills versus Arizona. And I was over at my buddy's house and we're watching the game and I wanted to break. I did a little promotion for Bills Mafia of Florida, a group page that I admin on and created by Jeff Lugger, cool dude. And I was like, all right, listen, if we get, what would I say? 1,000, we're at only like 800 people, and say if we get 1,000 views, I will jump off my roof, off a table, not thinking like there's no way. I woke up the next morning, we had like 1.5 thousand, and I'm just going, oh, what did I fucking do? And it sounded like I didn't want to take it back, but I kindly said, I'm 36, out of shape, and I got to work the next, forever. So I pushed out. Sorry. Love you. Go Bills. And I was just like, I was drunk at halftime. We were winning. I was like, all right, let me do this. Record this. And I couldn't find a table last minute. So I found an old, bathroom door, but it was so warped because it's been outside. Like it started curling. The particle board, started curling at the end. It was flimsy. It was like paper. It was like cardboard, wet, soaked paper. So I'm like, all right, put those on sawhorses. I'm going to get on this ladder. And mind you, his concrete sits up a good foot off the ground. So I'm already going, whatever. I decided that it was too high, pushed out, got down, and I jumped off the elevation, the ground, which was still, a foot off the ground. But it fucking hurt. Let me tell you, I think I landed on rocks, dog shit, and a golf ball because we're whacking balls out back. But idiots. You get my pain, guys.
Zach, have you been through a table ever?
No, but I did make a bet with you that if we had beat the Chiefs last year, you were going to throw me through a table, and it didn't end up happening. So I'm safe for next year, I guess.
Should we beat them next year?
So I'd like to hear that bet. You guys got like the week prior to Kansas City. You guys got to hop back on the show and tell us where you guys are going, or maybe set something up right at Al's, like that Monday night. Say, hey, we're the Monday night before we play you guys Sunday night, October 10th. So we got to set something up where you guys you're at Al's. I'm like, oh, this is fucking Al's. This is cool. It sounds like something from Hills Have Eyes gas station. But it sounds cool. I like the hole in the wall, especially in the country. I'm from the country, so.
Yeah, Al's is located in a strip mall. Like it's a very unassuming bar. You would never know it's a Bills backers bar until you go inside on a Sunday. Football Sunday.
See, I'm from outside of Geneseo, New York. It's called York, New York. Population 1,000 people. I think I graduated with like 55 people in my graduating class in 2002. Our school's alma mater was literally that's how podunk we were. Fuck happened to Neil? Oh, he's over having a sneezing attack. Look at him. You guys can't see him though. I can see him. I should screenshot this shit. He's got his like hanky all over. He's just like looks like he has COVID for a minute.
It's not the COVID.
All right. Without getting political, we're going to start with John Cole Beasley, which has made the news. I get that, we're living in a different times because nobody expects a fucking worldwide pandemic, whatever the case, without getting, again, no, this is not a political show. This is the Bills show. Our boy Beasley. I love Beasley. He named his dog our number 2 mascot, Beasley. So we're all team Beasley. But what's your thoughts on what he did? And what would your advice be if you talk to him right now? Because I'd like to know, John.
So, fun fact is Beasley, I never saw that go down because Beasley blocked our Twitter account long ago when he first joined the Bills.
What?
Yeah. So when he first became a Buffalo Bill, this is a little side story, and it explains why I constantly tweet unblock me on Twitter, you coward, to him, like constantly. Every time he scores a touchdown, I would yell it. But he blocked us because there were some Cowboys fans who were assaulting him over going to the Bills and talking about how he'll never succeed with the Bills. Fast forward, he did.
Yes.
But they were going after us. So I went after the Cowboys fans. And I think he just, how you can block, I think there's a way you can block every user in the thread. I think he just blocked the whole thread. So I wasn't actually going after Beasley, but he blocked it. So I was not privy to this information until I got out of school and I got a text message from my friends, Kevin and Rick, if they're listening, shouts out. And they're like, did you see what Beasley posted? And they're like, oh, wait, of course you did. You're blocked by him. I was like, come on.
Got him.
It's one of those, like, if you're uncomfortable getting the vaccine, you can just say I'm uncomfortable getting the vaccine. I don't like the spread of disinformation. So, like, I'm a science teacher, so anything scientific, like, I don't want people out there saying the virus gives you, cancer, whatever, things like that, because that's straight up disinformation. But if you're uncomfortable getting it, that's fine, and that's your choice. But it's also going to be equally the business's choice if they want to not allow you. So that's my least political answer I can give.
I commend you. Let's see if Zach can live up to the test here.
Yeah, so I loved what he posted. It cracked me up. To be quite honest, I was reading through it, and my thought was I saw a subtweet back to him saying something about, well, when the Bills end up missing the Super Bowl because their slot receiver and their quarterback didn't get the vaccine and got everybody.
I saw that too.
I was like, wow, this dumbass. Like, and Beasley gave him some smart ass remark back, and it was great. I loved it. Yeah. So, I mean, I got the vaccine myself, but at the same point, kind of like what John said, if you don't want to get it, I'm not going to be upset with you. And I think, I had a post on Twitter at one point and it said, when it was back when Josh Allen was getting a bunch of crap for it. And I said, it's their body. They're making a lot of money for their body. And if they don't feel comfortable injecting something in their body without research, then let them. They're getting how much millions of dollars to play football. Let them make that decision.
Yeah, absolutely. Tampa Neil, what do you got?
That was always my thought too, is like, it should be their choice for one. But yeah, Beasley, I love you, buddy. It was very entertaining watching his Twitter over the last couple days. Very entertaining. It sucks. Maybe don't have an opinion. But yeah, I thought it was very entertaining Twitter over the last couple of days with him.
If somebody asks, okay, so this is it's going to kind of lead into my stance on this. If somebody asks you, have you been vaccinated? You should respond with, what is your social security number? You're like, excuse me? Yeah, you're asking me about my personal shit. So you got to give me some personal shit if you're going to ask it. Is that not right? I think that's right. I think that's fucking a fair trade of information, right?
Yep.
I don't know. What I'm getting at is if nobody knows, nobody should, I don't ask you, okay, what kind of surgery you're having, unless you disclose that. I'm not going to ask you what's your, can you tell me first date with a girl? Hey, can you tell me how many people in your family have diabetes? It's just like, no, it's just things, but now it's just like, have you had COVID? It's like, it's a norm. They're using that as a norm to just keep the conversation going, I guess. I don't know, but if you had COVID, and whatever, I'm not going to do it. Boy, let me stop myself. I don't want to go down that road. See, you got to be very fucking mindful of what you say, because I don't want to get roasted because, and he said this. But what I'm saying is, if you don't know what what I do outside of our friendship, it should be my choice to tell you. We don't need someone to tell us, you got to do something because you don't have then that just tells me that you're no longer a free person. But I should get political. Let's go and move to the next subject, Neil. What do you got for us?
I think Zach's getting attacked. Zach, are you okay?
I had to get another beer.
Are you okay?
I'm good.
He made the rookie mistake.
I'm caught in a tornado. We're not in Kansas anymore, Toto.
So, John, Zach, what are you guys planning for Sunday Night Football in Kansas City?
Yeah, so I'll tell you what I'm planning, and then people are free to join in on this. Like, I know there's going to be a contingent coming from Buffalo, Western New York. I want to do a Saturday night party at Al's the night before. Al's is a smaller bar, but I think hopefully we'll be able to get some tents and expand the capacity with enough warning now that we have a schedule versus the AFC Championship, which was kind of thrown together last minute. There's a bar downtown called Taps on Main, which is a Buffalo-owned bar as well. Much bigger space, so we'll probably be moving down there as the night gets later and people have hotels downtown or what have you. The biggest thing I want to do this year that's different than previous years is.
Did I just hear that correctly? You're cheating on multiple.
Listen, Brian. I have multiple wing lovers, okay, and they all respect each other for different reasons. Taps on Main puts out some good wings. Al's puts out some good wings, and I like to support both of them.
Good answer. They're listening too. I was just testing you. You passed.
Oh,
Zach, what do you like better? What do you like better, Al's or the other one, the Mistress bar?
Well, so for going to a football game, going and watching the game is definitely Al's. But if I'm going out with my buddies, Taps on Main is great. They got great wings. Went there for my bachelor party. You get to pour your own beer. They've got like tons of taps, and you get to walk up and just pour your own beer. So you're never waiting for a beer.
You were able to pour your own beer before COVID.
Nope, now they're doing it again.
For you.
So they're doing it again.
Hey. We have one of those here too.
It's fun.
I do like that place. Yeah.
What's it called?
Taps.
Yeah. Wonder if we have one here, because I'm going right. I'm going to stop the show just so I can go.
But the owners are actually Bills fans, but they have to cater to Chiefs fans too. So shout out to them.
Yeah, but with Bills are in town, you cater to the Kansas City fans. You're a Bills are in town. It's like, all right, we're having all Buffalo Bills. I'm sorry. If you want to be in the crowd of thousands of Bills fans, you're welcome to come. First come, first serve or whatever. But Bills Mafia are fucking crazy, Yeah. Which is awesome because I love it.
Yeah, they're gonna take that place over. I love Bills fans who travel. That's like my number one favorite part of not living in Buffalo anymore is I go to a bunch of away games and I meet all the people who travel, and they're insane, just like me, because I'm also traveling. So.
Yeah, I absolutely
that ended abruptly. I didn't have a sequitur for that.
I love traveling to games, so I get it. I go to as many games as I possibly can, as long as they're close by.
I know. So Neil lives in Tampa. They've been fucked up. If it's like, this is Tampa Neal, but he lives in Jacksonville. That's, I don't know. Like, why the fuck? Wait a minute. All right. And I live down here in South Florida, Fort Lauderdale area. And I know it's tough life having rain 1 hour a day every single day of the year, but we accept it with the perfect weather while you guys are battling tornadoes and snow. That's a fair trade.
Yeah. I thought it'd be warmer when I moved down here. It's really not that much warmer. It's pretty comparable to Buffalo. A little less snow. They don't get as much snow.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, no lake effect, but we still get quite a bit of snow. Snow and ice. Ice is really bad here.
So I used to live in Topeka, Kansas, and there's a lot. Kansas City they've got a good solid fan base. They're not Philadelphia trash fans. They're like legit, like they're like I guess almost as equivalent to Bills Mafia, I guess.
Not anymore. Not anymore. There still are some of those fans, but now that they've won, you're seeing the cocky, arrogant assholes coming
out of the woodwork.
And there's been quite a few people who have had people harass them, John included, at the workplace. So I mean, there's been some times where I'm just not okay with some Chiefs fans. There's still some diehards though.
All right, you heard it here first. Zach said, "Fuck them all." John,
Chiefs fans are assholes.
Chiefs fans are assholes. Courtesy Zach.
I have nothing to add. Zach has said everything. No, I like Chiefs fans. They're pretty comparable to Bills fans as far as like how they tailgate. The biggest difference is like in Buffalo, we're all tailgating in people's yards because there's no one in the actual lot. In Kansas City, the parking lot is basically there's no other option but to tailgate in their official lot because otherwise you're going to be miles away.
Yeah, that's a long way, especially if you're drunk. Unless they have to provide some sort of like golf cart like shuttle service, that'd be badass. Or in a tractor, just get a tractor, like a hayride. Everybody gets on the fucking hayride, dude. That would be so Western New York. Why don't they do that? Why don't they do like, all right, guys, free fucking hayride? They do it at events all the time. You go to these festivals, they're always like, oh, little kids, hayride. This time it's Bill's Mafia. Not for the kids any longer. It's for the adults.
They did a golf cart ride for the Jacksonville game for us. Well, it was like $30 for us to ride there too. It was stupid.
Huh.
And down here in the Miami Hard Rock Stadium, they actually got guys that are like holding these carts, like the Chinese, the one you see off like the Chinese like rickshaws movies where they're like pedaling people in the back, and they have that here. Weird as hell, but they have it.
I have not seen that at the Tampa Stadium.
Yeah.
Although I've only been to the Tampa Stadium for Bills games, so
you guys aren't weird like Miami, man. See, like those guys are just lunatics.
It's hard in Kansas City. I ended up going to a game, and I went to a Cleveland, Kansas City game. I had no dog in the fight except for Baker Mayfield because God rest his soul, Johnny Football. So I showed up, and we didn't want to pay excessive parking, so we parked forever away. And my buddy, who's a Green Bay fan, got completely drunk the night before, and it took us probably an hour and a half to get to the stadium. He showed up around halftime because he was puking the whole way there. So, nice. And then I had a beer in my hand already, and he's like, "You're drinking again?" I was like, "I'm a Bills fan. What do you expect?"
That's awesome.
Oh man, I had a really good question, but I think the Miller Lights are starting to kick in. So to get ready for the show, I have to have like at least like 5 to get rid of the nerves. I swear to God, I'm not a raging alcoholic. Neil,
what is your guys' craziest story that you have from the Bills backers location?
Oh boy,
yeah.
I want TMZ crazy. Okay, I don't want to like. All right, yeah, we had fun, we got drunk, and a story. Then it's awkward.
I was gonna say, I can't think of anything too TMZ crazy. Can you, Zach?
Yeah, when I had to look back
no names
back there.
No, please, no names.
That's fine. I can give the name. I don't think he cares. Andre Reed. So he showed up.
Oh yeah.
Unless he was doing something, then we probably shouldn't.
He was pretty drunk. He was having a good time. He was pouring drinks and having a great time. So he enjoyed Bills Mafia, and hopefully we get him back over there for this game. Hopefully, fingers crossed. But we've got no connection there, so nothing's guaranteed.
Nice.
That would probably be the most TMZ thing to happen, would be him showing up. We also have a guy that runs around the bar with a flag every time the Bills score a touchdown, and he did tear his meniscus a few years ago because he's old.
Solid.
Oh, so now he's just in a wheelchair, just going out.
That's it. He's not actually that old. He's in his late 30s. But I'm digging at Rick. I'm hoping Rick's watching right now.
Before I ask this next segment, what is Randy not coming back?
Yeah, he dipped out. I don't know where he went. I think he went to Chipotle or something. He said he'll be back later.
It's weird. Zach, he has the same voice. What the hell?
I don't know.
I'm sorry. I'll never invite that rude motherfucker to be on this show because he's John. You know what? I'll invite you again because I like you. I think you sound better and look better than Randy anyway. So congrats to you.
Yeah, that Randy guy. He's bad news, man.
Guys. So I gotta emphasize. Gotta change this around. Happy tears in my beers. Basically, give us the last time you just straight up bawled of happiness for the Buffalo Bills. Like, walk us through that moment. Make this like a Titanic moment. I'll put you on the top spot. Ooh. I should play some like Celine Dion or something in the background. But let's go ahead and tell us tears for my beers, starting with you, John.
Oh, wait, hold on. Make Zach go first. I got to go grab the picture because I still got it. I'll be right back.
Oh, all right. Zach, you've been put on the spot, sir.
Yeah, so it was the Colts game. I just had my son born the day before the game, so he got to watch the game with me. And to experience my first playoff win at the same time as his, it made me cry tears of joy. And I was calling my dad just so happy. And I'm like, it's unfair. My son had to wait a day to see a Bills playoff win. I had to wait 23 years. It really wasn't fair.
Bless, dude. I'm right with you, brother. I'm right with you because that definitely that was the game that made me maybe a little. First off, I don't cry. I'm not crying. You're crying. I'm just had a little, sand in my eye. But yes, and that story was awesome. Congratulations, your son. That just you gotta. It means your son's destined to be the next Josh Allen. That's all it means.
Yep, exactly.
So John? I'm going to go with two. The first was Tears of Sadness, and the second was Tears of Joy. Tears of Sadness from the Arizona Cardinals ending. That game, that was a gut punch. That DeAndre Hopkins catch, woof. But Tears of Joy, and I believe Zach is in this photo, from winning the divisional championship to go to the AFC championship, the conference. And Randy might be in there somewhere too. So that was Randy might be in that photo somewhere. I'm not sure.
Nice.
But that was the last time I cried over the Bills.
I didn't see any women in that photo.
And,
they were there.
There was a woman.
Bad joke. I know, bad joke. It was bad joke.
Right in the middle.
I was joking. I was making fun of Randy because Randy's not here to defend himself. So we're talking about Randy.
Randy could be the woman. Randy's an androgynous name. Randy could be the woman.
You never know nowadays.
You never know.
Maybe it's with an I and a silent Z and H. You never know. That's way to make it so awkward, John.
You're welcome.
Guys, you have a podcast. So how'd you guys start the podcast?
Yeah, so I got really drunk one night, not gonna lie. I had already been
Wait, that's actually
no good stories start with I had a great salad.
Exactly.
So yeah, I got really drunk and I had been talking about I want to do a podcast. I always talk about the Bills. My wife never wants to hear me talk about it. My dad's getting sick of hearing it. So I was like, I've got to talk to somebody. So I told my wife as we're sitting there drinking a pitcher of margaritas, I said, I'm messaging Randy. And I said, I'm going to message him and ask if he wants to do a podcast. He responded next morning. And I woke up and I'm like, what the hell did I do? I actually asked. And he said, hell yeah. And next thing you know, a couple weeks later, got on and started doing everything. And it's been a blast ever since. We've had great guests on the show, including Brandon Bean's wife, Haley Bean, Reed Ferguson. Nice. So we've had some fun, interesting guests, and it's been a blast.
That's why I'm like, love to have you guys.
Yeah, we tried to use both of them to get Beasley to unblock us. And even Reed was like, yeah, I'll talk to him for you. It never happened.
Yeah, I'm sure. If he walked up to Reed Ferguson walked up. He's a great player, great person. But Cole Beasley going to be like, what? You're in that room. And he walks by Cole Beasley. What is Cole Beasley saying, John?
Fuck those guys, I believe would be his words. He hates us forever. He'd be like, is that the guy who yells unblock me on Twitter, you coward, every time I score a touchdown? Because I don't like that guy.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't call him a coward. Maybe that's the issue.
Maybe get you a permanent block.
If there's going to be, negotiations in this mending of relationships, probably wouldn't lead with this coward. I'm just saying, dude.
I'm just saying, don't be a wimp. Play on a broken leg. Come on.
Yeah.
That's man.
Guys, so
making the meta jokes.
Same way. And that's, I woke up one day and I'm just like, I'm going to do a podcast too. And it's fun, guys. It's fun. And I'm same route. My wife hates me talking Buffalo. She knows about, next episode, I'm going to get her on. I guarantee, just because how much I talk about Buffalo Bills, she knows. She thinks she remembers it. And she's like, oh, look at that Josh Allen guy you're talking about on TV here. Look at this. And she's like telling me news. If Neil's not sending me a text message, it's my wife. It's like, who can text me first of the breaking news that I already got like 13 minutes ago. Thank you guys, by the way. And I forgot I was going with the story.
Yeah, my big thing is I think, we're so diehard of fans that we make our wives have to like the Bills. My wife was in the airport and she's like, hey, look, I saw a Bills fan. And I'm like, yeah, you go to the airport, you're going to see a Bills fan. You know it. Because Bills fans wear jerseys everywhere.
I'm going to start with Neil with this question. Neil, you're in a foreign location outside of Tampa, obviously, even in Tampa. But if you see somebody with a Bills like shirt or whatever, Bills, you notice they're a Bills fan, Bills Mafia, and you're in a library. Okay, do you yell? Ah! Do you do that? Like what is your go-to?
Absolutely. If I see somebody with a Bills anything on, it's a automatic go Bills. And I'll tell you one thing, my daughter is 8 years old, and she also does yell to them, go Bills! My wife is born and lived her whole life in North Carolina and is married into being a Buffalo Bills fan. She goes to me, you see those Bills fans over there? She's like, oh, no, I didn't. She's like, yeah, I gave them a go Bills for you. So yeah,
it's like a universal. It's like you have to. You absolutely have to. I think we were drunk one night with a bunch of friends, and we were down in Hollywood Boulevard here in South Florida, riding one of those pedal, like 6-person pedal things. And I had the Bills Mafia, the shout song blasting down this crowded boulevard where everybody's walking, and these random Bills fans going like from across the way. And it's John, you're in the library. What are you doing?
No, I was just thinking about like how I go home every summer back to Western New York, and I have to untrain myself from yelling "Go Bills" at everyone. Otherwise, I'd be spending the entire I'd be stuck in Wegmans yelling "Go Bills, go Bills, go Bills,
go Bills, go Bills." You go Bills, you go Bills. You get tackled by security. He's like, sir, do not resist. He hit me with a hammer.
Sir, you're in Wegmans. Everyone's a Bills fan.
They scan you at the door. They don't allow you to come in unless you're a Bills fan. Sorry, out of towners. We're in fucking Wegmans now. Zach, you're in a lot. No, wait. Sorry, Zach, you're in a nursing home at 2:00 in the morning. Okay, old people are already fucking sleeping. You're gonna go. You see another person. Don't ask me why. Another person. What do you do?
Yeah, well, I got to give them a "Hey Bills" at the top, or "Go Bills" at the top of my lungs. Sorry, bush lights are hitting me. But and you cut out on me a little bit too, so it kind of threw me off. But what really gets me is when you go out of your way and you yell "Go Bills" to somebody and they respond back, "Yeah," as they're wearing all Bills stuff. I'm like, what the hell? Are you even a Bills fan, or did you just buy the jersey at Goodwill? Like, what the hell?
I think that calls for like fighting, right, Neil? What do you do if you walked up? Yeah. If you're in Tampa, you're strolling through Publix down here in in Florida, you're in Publix, and you see somebody with Bills gear on. You go, "Hey, go Bills," and they say, "Okay," or just like whatever, to totally brush it off. What does Tampa armchair GM Neil do?
I make fun of them like crazy.
Like what? You get behind their ear, go, "You're not a Bills fan."
Well, I'm not, maybe not like that, but I will probably go be my wife. I'm like, yeah, they're not really Bills fans.
Out loud so they can hear it.
There's only
like in public.
If they hear, I would like to have them hear it.
He's a phony. Right? That guy over there. See that one? Yeah, phony. Phony.
Yeah. That's you. You know how you know if someone's really a Bills fan?
Nice.
You gotta have the Owens jersey, bud. No, I bought this for $10 the year after he left on the fire sale because I was like, I'm gonna have a Terrell Owens Bills jersey, and who else is gonna have one?
Guys, all right, so let's. What's that, John? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, bud.
It was actually for sale at training camp the year after he had left the team, and it was just marked down like crazy. They're like, "Please, just somebody buy it," and it was like $10. I was like, "Okay."
Here, I'll give you money to just buy the jersey. Look how many beers he gets. Zach, how many beers he gets? He gets one beer. He gets all that for one beer. Really, I'd be like double shifting. That way, I'm not making. All right, so guys, I got a question here. Okay, got a question here. I forgot. I'm over here still counting Zach's beer.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
What's that, Neil?
Go.
You go first.
I didn't have a question.
Okay, superstitious, or are you little stitious? Yeah. Okay, so we all know that Neil. Well, you're kind of breaking up there, John. So we all know Neil doesn't change his underwear all season, and he wears it consecutively for 16 seasons last year. We get it. It's kind of strange. He admitted it, but that's superstitious. Are you guys superstitious or just a little bit? We'll start with John. What do you got?
So you can talk to Zach about this. There's a policy at our Bills backers bar that whenever a field goal is being kicked, I have to run to the bathroom because I was once in the bathroom and they made a field goal that was really important. And so since then, every time they're like, "John, go to the bathroom." And I'll just stand in there and I have to listen for the cheers or the groans. And then I know whether I can come back out.
Yeah, my thing has always been I don't want to say it's over until it's over. We talked about the Arizona game, and Diggs had that great catch, and of course you had to be ecstatic that he caught the pass, but you knew it wasn't over. My wife was like, "Hey, they won." I looked at her and I'm like, "Don't you say that." As a Bills fan, the clock's not on zero. It's not over. And as soon as Hopkins caught that pass, I looked at her and I said, "You did this."
all that was going through your head that moment was this. All right, it was
fatality.
I will divorce you. Say it again, baby. Sorry, say it again. I didn't hear you.
Marriage over.
Yeah, basically it's my thing that I'm very superstitious. I'm the kind of guy who I've got to have my blinds open so much. And if you can ask John, we were over there for that game versus Baltimore, and the game before that, I had took my jersey off at halftime, my Diggs jersey, and we started like doing pretty well. So I had to take my jersey off in the Baltimore game at halftime. I have to do it.
This is
like
true.
If it worked, then I'm sticking with it.
Let me ask you guys this: how many of you are the type of guy who you'll stand in one spot of the bar or one spot of your room watching the game, and then if they're not doing well, you move to another spot, and then you stay there until they're not doing well again, and then you find another spot? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, I personally, I just leave that fucking bar. I leave that. I go to another fucking zip code. Dude, I'm weird. You can ask John Holler, Bills backers Miami. You can ask Sean from South Florida, Bills backers. I'll go in there like the Colts game, for example. This is the reason. Like John was giving me so much shit. He goes, "Dude, why you leave? Can't you stay longer than an hour or 2 hours?" And I was just like, all right, dude. So here's the show we did with Bills backers in Miami. And I go, this is why I left. Number one, the Colts, I think they took the lead. Why didn't they take the lead? I don't know. I was drunk. Anyways, it was after the first quarter and they started like they just scored a touchdown. They kept it close. They either tied it or they took the lead. And I was just like, I'm out. Let's have out. Everybody, let's go. Next bar. I need a TV. I got to watch this. Nobody can be around me. And that's sometimes why I don't go to Bills backers bars is sometimes I like to be in the zone. I like to watch the game. They need me in the zone. They need my fandom to make sure that turnover gets, in replay gets overturned. You guys need me. Okay.
You have to send your ES.
Right.
You have to send your ES.
I'm just like, I'm over here going, and wife is like, you're going to have a fucking heart attack. No, literally, you're going to die of a heart attack. You fucking overweight man, you. I'm just kidding. Wife doesn't do that.
No, I feel the same way. It makes me difficult to go to a game or go to a bar sometimes because I'm like I sit in front of the TV just like I'm focused. I'm watching. I'm like, leave out. I'm my own food. I'm a cooler of beer. I don't want to leave the couch.
I didn't make that.
I left.
I need to make like guys like blinders. Bills blinders. They're called Bills blinders, and like they're blinders to watch specifically the game. And you got like boobies. I don't know, something cool like that. I don't know inside. Now I forgot what I was talking about because all I heard was boobies. Thanks, John. Way to ruin this conversation. Was going so good, and then John's like, boobies. But,
I mean,
can you get Randy back on?
Man?
So I've got a question for you guys.
No, he's gone.
What's up,
I've got a question for you guys since you guys are also not from Buffalo area. You guys watching the game? You guys streaming it? If you're watching at home, I have
NFL tickets.
Okay, so you've got NFL ticket that could change this year. So Randy and I, John and I, have the same issue that we'll be streaming the game and we get text messages and you can't look at your phone because we're like 3-4 seconds behind, and you're like, God damn it, I want to look because did they score? Did I score? What the hell happened? So it's been rough, but at the same point, you can't be being able to watch the game in your own Bills bar. As you can see behind me, I mean, I'm decked out with Bills stuff.
Guys, if we're playing the Jets, I'm going home. I don't care about that 30-second delay. I'm going home. I'm sitting in my skivvies like, man, we're in South Florida. There's no Jets. There's a couple of Jets fans down here. They're all from New York anyways. But it's not really just, I don't know, whatever. So I was like, all right, I'm going to stay home this weekend. Out of the 17, you can count me down for 2 of them being in my house. And I think the last time I was at this is why I don't watch it in my house as much. When I first moved here about 10 years ago, I was literally, I scream. I ESP, mind you guys, I said, going back to that ESP, you need me to win these games. And I'm screaming top of my lungs. And I get a knock on the door. It's my neighbors going, hey, is everything okay? And like we were thinking about calling the cops. I just want to make sure that, because I was just screaming. So I didn't want a domestic disturbance call. So during Bills games, I made sure that they know, hey guys, if they're screaming, nothing's going on. I'm a Bills fan, or I just go to a local bar, local pub, or go to Bills backers. There's a lot of Jets fans. Well, where are they? Because I need to get a Jets fan on the show Thursday night so we can all talk a little AFC East Battle Royale trash.
What do you mean? I'm going to play all three parts. I'm going to do a Boston accent.
Anything Boston.
And then I just be like a Miami person. Just be like, I don't care.
Dale.
If they win, they win. Hey.
The Miami Dolphins.
Playing all three.
That's my accent.
You nailed the Dolphins, fan. Miami, I don't really care.
I'm gonna be like the New England fans. I'm gonna be like, Tim Brady, by the Boston Yard. Just saying.
I'm gonna park my car.
By the yard.
Have it back.
I would like the FCC. I don't get banned for that on Facebook.
Oh, you're going to be right in Facebook jail.
No, I'm usually like that once a month. I'm pretty confident. My show does pushes the limits of like things you're supposed to do and not supposed to do. I don't know, it's called courtesy or ethics. I missed that part of that agreement. So, guys, this is going to be fucking epic this year. What's your record? Let's go early record. We already talked about 17-0. Sorry, the early score of the game against Kansas City. We're gonna fast forward again. Marty McFly is hopping in that bad boy. This one's Back to the Future number 3, and we are, it is October 10th at 8:20. Sorry, let's go fast forward even further than that. After the game, are you guys celebrating or are you guys crying?
All right, I picked this one.
Just say it.
As a loss. I'm going to be crying. I think I'm going to be crying.
Thank you. Let's not ever allow John. Oh, hey, John, there you are.
Oh, sorry about that.
We're still watching.
Listen, it was super important that you understand why, because I was at the AFC Championship.
Oh, man, it sucks I accidentally muted you. I'm just kidding. All right, come on, guys. Stop being assholes to John here, okay? He was just the fill-in.
Damn it, Neil.
We'll save it for
Why
Randy.
are you doing that?
So, all right. Sorry, John. Can you say that again?
Randy. It's because I was at the AFC Championship. And so, I still have a lot of baggage from that game. So it's really a me problem, guys, all right? I'm working on myself. I had $1 for every time someone said that to me.
I'm afraid to tell you what I think after that. I wish I could show you receipts right now that I did text John and said 17-0 is what I was going to predict. But I at the same point, like we talked about superstition, I didn't want to come out and say we're going to beat the Chiefs. I didn't want to be cocky and in their face. So I said, we're going to lose this game. It's going to be a close game. It's going to be a nail biter down to the end. We're going to lose. But that's because deep down, I know if I get cocky and say it, then people can rub shit in my face later. So
Zach's not to show his true feelings here on Breaking Tables.
So that's why I picked us to lose this game. But deep down, I think we can beat this team.
Sorry.
It's all
go
good.
on.
We added pass rush pieces, and look at what Tampa Bay did to beat the Chiefs. They brought the heat to Mahomes, and we did that with our first 2 picks. So at the same point, I think we can hang with this team, and I think you know, what? Beasley played on a broken leg, and we found out Diggs played with a torn oblique. These guys were hurt. Could you imagine? Could you imagine if these guys were healthy and we played them earlier in the season?
And they had the numbers that they had in the finals with those injuries. Get out of here. I mean,
exactly.
Just these boys want to play for Bills. They want to live, breathe. They do whatever they want, and that's we haven't had a team like that in a long time. And the record shows, and the fan hype showed. You guys went to Jacksonville. Did you guys go to the Jacksonville game, the first playoff game in 17 years? Did you guys, like you said, fuck it, I'm going to Jacksonville. I'm going to this game. Did you guys go? Zach?
I
John?
didn't. I was too poor.
No, those tickets
I
got
went
really
to L's
expensive.
because it was more affordable.
And I had just found.
Fair enough.
So I'll be quite honest. That was the year I found Al's. So to me, Al's was like going to the game, and I wanted to go hang out with the boys. And they had, at the time, they did not have Labatt. They had Genesee. And so I showed up to drink a Jenny Light, terrible beer, but at the same point, it reminds you of being back in Western New York. And when you wake up the next day, you regret all the beer you drank the day before.
True story with that. Did you guys go to head down to Houston for the game? The playoffs?
No. So the only playoff game I've ever attended was the AFC Championship game. So I'm never allowed to go to any other playoff games.
Oh, yeah, true.
I will vouch for that, please.
Yeah. John else. Zach, please make sure this happens.
John is allowed, but only for dome games, because when John goes to a dome, we win. Every
That's true.
time.
I was in Denver for Thanksgiving, and I was in Minnesota.
Well, what happens if we play in a dome for the AFC Championship? So should that be a poll? Should we allow John to be part of it, or should we not allow John to be part of it?
Well, here we go. First off, it's not going to be in a dome because the AFC Championship will be in Buffalo.
See, that was a fuck.
There we go. I love it.
That was a trick question. Fucking Zach and John both failed. I knew Neil was going to answer that one. Well played, Neil.
I will be at it if it's in Buffalo because I do still have my.
No, John, so. I will cancel that flight.
No, but listen, I'm undefeated in Buffalo during the playoffs. So,
okay.
Oh,
but at the same point, were you there when they lost in Buffalo either? In the playoffs?
Nope.
Yeah,
nope, I wasn't.
I agree with them. You can't go to that game. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm going. You're not.
You got to do it for the team.
So, guys,
the biggest Super Bowl is in a dome. You know that, right?
Yes, it is in SoFi.
The Super Bowl.
You know, the Super Bowl. It's in a dome.
All right.
Nice. We're gonna beat the Kansas City Chiefs. They're not gonna stop us. They're what we did in the draft, getting 2 defensive edges. We're going for that quarterback this year. We got Star back. We got guys that are coming off injuries. We are completely stacked. But I need to see our defense be 30-fold better than what we were last year, and we were pretty damn good the second half of the season. So I'm excited this year. I'm absolutely excited.
Now, when you ask me the week of the game, if we're going to win that game, I'm not only going to say we're going to win that game, I'm going to say we're going to whoop that ass. So
that's right.
My confidence level will creep up, and it'll peak Sunday at about 7:00 in the parking lot of Arrowhead. So.
See, year after year, I always say the same thing every year. And this is, through our drought years, we are going to go undefeated. I'm that guy. I'm that fanboy. I'll fucking admit it. Don't you fucking laugh. Okay, I laughed a little bit. But anyways, and if we lose a game, hey, all right. So I guess we're going to go, 16-1. I'm okay with 16-1. There's another game.
Respect our record.
Right. Yeah, and then we're like 5, back in the day, like 5 and whatever. It's 11. We got to have a good draft next year. I'm very optimistic, Bills. I'm optimistic. Sometimes I don't make any sense, but I love it because I love the fucking Buffalo Bills. I sleep with my Josh Jacks underneath my pillow, and I'm pretty sure it's affecting my marriage.
Hold on.
I'm in.
Yes.
We
Can we all do this?
Oh,
Come on, let's do it. Let's do it. Yes.
Oh,
this
hey,
is awesome.
look behind me. There's another box.
Oh,
Flutie Flakes.
Are they Flutie Flakes or are they TOs?
No.
yeah. Look,
two.
look in front of me. I got actually Josh Allen on the look. Hey, Josh, how you doing, buddy? See, he's not a dog like Beasley. He can
Beasley's
make noises like. I
Beasley's
love
passed out,
you, Bills Mafia. Thank you, Josh. Freaking,
Josh is so
freaking
good.
terrible. All right, that was the cheesiest skit I've ever done in my life. But I fucking love it because it's Josh Allen. So don't you guys hate? Where can we find you guys? I know that you guys are doing your podcast. You guys are. First off, you're funny, John. I actually like you better than Randy. So well on you, my man. How can we find
That guy's a real asshole.
Bills Backers KC podcast? Talk to us, guys. Give us a little more info about your show.
So,
What do you guys do? What do you represent? How's your show? What's your premise? What's your social security number? What do you?
so I'll start 8675309.
Yes!
That's a really
Nice.
it's a really old reference. Zach might not get that one. Okay, good. But I'm not involved in the podcast. That'd be Randy. But I do run the Bills Backers of Kansas City Twitter. So that's at Bills Backers KC. Or is it at KC Bills Backers? Holy cow, I don't know. Let me check. It's at Bills Backers KC.
Yeah, it's Bills Backers KC. So our podcast is at KC Bills Pod is where you can find us on Twitter. We're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, pretty much anywhere that you can find a podcast. We're on there. This last week we started doing a live stream. It's something new, and we really liked it. I mean, it's fun. StreamYard's easy. It's enjoyable to use, and we enjoyed being able to interact with our fans, which was something we weren't able to do before besides Twitter. And you don't always get that interaction on Twitter that you do in the comments, and it's good to see everybody commenting back and forth. So if you hit us up on YouTube as well, we'll start streaming weekly on – maybe not quite yet. We got to develop content. Closer to season will definitely be weekly. But follow us on Twitter, definitely. KC Bills Pod is our Twitter account, and we'll post a week before when we're going to go live on Twitter. And
What's your YouTube, Zach? What's your YouTube?
Bills Backers of KC Podcast is what it's titled. So search us on there, and you can watch our last week's stream.
You wanted to keep it really short and simple.
No, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That was so awkward putting in, okay, Buffalo Bills Backers of Kansas City.
It made me so mad. It kept putting my name, and I didn't want my name.
1984. No, I get you, Bob. Guys, this was a lot of fun. I can't wait till number one. I'm not going to Kansas City. I don't do no more Midwest for me. I'm spoiled. If I'm gonna go on a trip, it's gonna be to New Orleans, or visit my family in Western New York, or just drive to Tampa or Jacksonville. Miami's my backyard, so you guys got to make that trip down here. You guys can make one game. If you make one away game, the game's got to be is Miami. That's going to be an epic game, especially down here, because Josh Allen. This is his second home over here. He owns Hard Rock Stadium. Come on, how many times has he been the AFC East Offensive Player of the Year? Or no, sorry, AFC Offensive Player of the Year, and it came from a Miami game. I'll tell you, 4 times. Yep. Spoiler.
It is 4 times. Spoiler. He's played him 6 times. So
he also won angry runs. He also won angry runs in Miami.
He did.
Yep.
Angry runs. Van Noy. That's why you were asking me about Van Noy. Should we take him like whenever another player is released on another team, every single Bills Mafia is going. Should we? What do you think?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
What do you think? Neil, what do you think, Neil? Should we get him?
Yeah. If he's cheap.
Think we should.
That's a top comment. If he's cheap, yeah.
And with our salary cap this year, is he free? Sure, bring him on over.
Yeah,
he wants to work for free.
Yeah, what was that? Isaiah McKenzie, he was getting paid in candy to come to Buffalo again. So
yeah,
if we can pay you in candy,
I was like, we'll pay you in Josh Jacks, okay? John, we'll just here's one cornflake, here's 2 cornflakes. All right, guys. This was a lot of fun. So here's to Bills backers of KC podcast, guys. Give these guys a listen. They're awesome. They're funny. Can't wait to have you guys back on again. Now I know who, like, we have like a draft party again. We'll get these fuckers on there because that would be absolutely epic.
I will comment 4 hours
of drinking and just talking trash for 4 hours. So 4.5 hours, right, Neil? The draft night party? Jesus.
We got hammered too, man.
my boss.
Bathroom breaks in there? Because I might need a bathroom break.
We definitely had to. We're not, I mean, I had diapers, so. What? No, I did not.
Perfect.
Shit. Did I just come out? Guys, this is a lot of fun episode. I can't wait to get a hangover in the morning. So you boys, I can't wait to check you guys out again. Can't wait to have you back on again. We got Bills Backers KC podcast in the house. Tampa Neil, where the fuck can we find Breaking Tables? Talk to me, brother. Go,
ladies and gentlemen. You can find us on Facebook, all the majors, YouTube. We're on here. Get us, find us. Love our stuff.
How about you be more specific there, guy? Say it again. Sorry.
YouTube, Facebook. Right here. Make sure you like it so you get our.
I'll just admire, guys. I admired Neil's hat here. Is there anything you got to tell us about the lots, about the tickets this year? What's going on with the tickets? I know you posted in a thread. So what's going on with the tickets?
Everything sucks. Just so you know, tickets are for the Tampa game are going at a premium. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have a lot of renewed fans, apparently. So they have all gotten their season tickets. Therefore, there are going to be no group tickets at all. They said there may not even be any individual tickets for sale going in Tampa. So it's kind of going to be a free-for-all. Working with Kyle from Bills Backers in Tampa to do a whole beach party going on here in Tampa. So there's gonna be more information on that here coming soon.
Nice. That's gonna be a fun live show from the beach party with Bills Backers.
From the tiki boats. Tiki boat. We're doing it, man.
No, we are rolling in. We are rolling in with this fucking tiki boat with all our equipment on board. This is going to be fucking epic. Fucking epic. Thank you, Neil. And what about the lot guys? What's going on with the lot party for the Tampa party?
Lot guys are not responding to anything, so we're working a different lot right now for the community college that's right next door. So,
sweet, brother.
Possibly be able to do that at the community college,
guys. All right, so there you have it. This is the show. This is Breaking Tables. I love every one of you. Thank you for listening. I can't wait to see you next week. We got Bills Backers San Diego next Monday night. It's going to be fucking epic.
Fatality.
Finish him. Finish him.
Fatality.
Finish him.
That was the weirdest dance I've ever seen you do before.
Yes.
Bye, guys. We're out. Breaking Tables. Bye-bye.